CAP theorem is one of the most important theorems in distributed systems, and it helps us in making some of the critical decisions before designing our distributed systems. So let's understand what is CAP theorem. So before understanding the CAP theorem, let's understand what these C, A and P means. So C stands for consistency, A for availability and P for partition tolerance. So these are some of the properties of a distributed system which we want to design. So what does consistency means? So let's understand these three and then we will come to what the CAP theorem states. So consistency means that a distributed system which is consistent has to uh, act in such a way that every read receives the most recent write or an error message. So a distributed system, let's take an example of distributed data store. So it has different data stores spread across the globe, or we can also call them servers or nodes, whatever you want. And let's say there are many more servers, and each of them are serving requests from different clients, maybe based on region or any other criteria. And let's say a request comes, but the data is not updated across all the nodes. It's not same. For some of the nodes, the latest data has been updated. For some of them, the data has not been updated. So what will happen in that case? So we can apply a locking mechanism. So until all the data is updated across all the nodes, we will not send a response. We will not send a old data. So this is different from availability, which we will see next. So this is the property of consistent distributed systems. And where can it be used? It can be used if the data is very critical. We don't want stale data at any cost. For example, let's say we are designing a distributed system which is a trading platform, and traders are doing trading in some market across the globe, and they are interacting with different servers, and many algorithmic trading algorithms, those are working on even price fluctuation of, let's say, $0.01. These are all very critical. So we cannot afford to send an old data. That can be a catastrophic for the clients. So in that case, we will only process when the data is synced across all the nodes. So this is a typical scenario where we will go ahead with consistency. Next, let's see what is the meaning of availability. So a system is said to be highly available when every request receives a non-error response without, so this is critical, without the guarantee of containing the most recent write. So data may be stale. So this is in contrast with consistency. So let's take on this diagram only. So whenever a request comes, even if it's not updated here, so let's say it was updated here in these two nodes, these are updated, but here it's not updated. Let's say value of x is 10. It was 5 earlier everywhere. Or you can think of price of a particular stock, and now it has changed to 5.2, and let's say here also 5.2. But in these three, these are still 5, not updated, and a request comes here. Then if it's a highly available system, we will look for this value and we will send whatever value it has. So in this case 5. So the example that I took, that stock trading platform, so that should be consistent. So this we cannot do in the case of stock. So highly available means that whatever data is available, send it, whatever is the latest data that is available to it. And ultimately when further request comes and in the meantime this data is updated 5.2, it will send the newer data 5.2. But here availability is more important. So this is the property of available system. So depending on these things, you can think that consistency was very critical in stock trading platform, but availability is not critical here. So at any cost we cannot send old data. So there are different scenarios where you would want that requests are immediately served, and we are not, it's not good to show some error message that data is not available. user can send another request and get the latest data. So some example can be that, let's say somebody is watching a video on YouTube, and this user is interacting with one node, let's say N1. Video is vid1, and the same video some other user is watching at the same time, and it's interacting with another node N2, and that user, first user, he has posted some comments here, good video, nice video, but maybe when another user watches the video from, let's say, another node N3, and it's not updated in this node, then he will not see this comment. But maybe after a lag of 1 second, this comment is updated here also. So it's fine. It's not very critical that this comment is updated exactly in real time. Even 1-2 second lag is okay. Similarly, if some user likes it or dislikes it, it's not very critical that it's updated here immediately. Ultimately, the data will be consistent. So the same likes and dislikes or comments should be on across all the nodes. So ultimate consistency is guaranteed, but not immediate consistency. And here it will be very ugly if somebody has posted comment here and some other user opens that video, and unfortunately that comment is not updated in this node at the moment. So it will be very ugly if you show that error fetching comments, something like this. So it's not required. You just show whatever are the old comments. Let's say there were 4 comments. This is the 5th comment. So just show the 4 comments instead of showing error fetching the comments or timeout, something like that. When it's updated, it will be updated here. So these are scenarios where availability is important. Next is partition tolerance. So partition means failure of nodes. So a distributed system is made of different nodes, and networks plays a key role. And we all know that networks aren't very reliable. It can fail at unexpected times, and that is beyond our control. We can make it more and more robust, but not 100% free from failures. So we have to take decisions what to do, how to serve those requests when there is a network failure. So we must tolerate the network partitions in distributed systems. So this we cannot do away with. So we have to take decision which is more important, consistency or availability. So CAP theorem says that it is impossible for a distributed system to simultaneously provide all of these 3 things. So a distributed system cannot be consistent, available and partition tolerant all at the same time. So you can see this diagram. So this will be consistent and available. This will be consistent and partition tolerance, available and partition tolerant. So CAP theorem says that this zone is not allowed. All 3 not allowed. Now this we had seen that distributed system is highly dependent on networks which are very unreliable. So we have to make our system partition tolerant. Next, so one we have already taken care of, P. Now we are left with 2 possibilities, C and A, that is consistency and availability. So we have to think which is more important, consistency or availability, and that will vary across the use cases. So we saw 2 examples. One was the example of a distributed system which was serving the requests of different traders, and another example was a YouTube video or any generic other video streaming site. So in one case we will go ahead with consistency and partition tolerance, in other we will go ahead with availability and partition tolerance. So let's see 2 possibilities, CA and CP, AP, or CP and AP. So in the case of CP, we will wait for a response from partition node. So we will assume that partition has happened on network, some node has partitioned. Then we will wait for a response from the partition node, which could result in timeout error. Or we can also choose to return a custom error depending on the scenario we desire. And we choose consistency over availability when your business requirements dictate atomic reads and writes. And on the other hand, in the case of AP system that is available and partition tolerant, we return the most recent version of data we have, which could be stale, which is not guaranteed to be the most recent one. And this system will also accept writes that can be processed later. So in this case, a user posted comment here, it can be written later here also. In other nodes, it's not urgent to immediately write to all of these. So we choose availability over consistency when your business requirement allow for some flexibility around the data. When the data in the system is synchronized across different nodes. And this availability is also preferred when the system needs to continue to function in spite of external errors. So even if some external error happens, this system needs to perform. So in that case, we will go ahead with this. So I hope you understand why CAP theorem is critical and how it helps us in making some important decisions while designing our distributed systems.